That's gorgeous.
It's a nice place, isn't it? Nice and cosy in here.
We were saying to the venue, we just want to come back, get us back and
back to Edinburgh.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a nice little scene in there,
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's a beautiful city, Edinburgh is. Yeah, so that's us. We'll do our checks. So make sure everything's all checked, cameras rolling.
Beautiful.
Also, that's all.
Alright.
You get the hair down as well.
Yeah. We were saying that earlier, we can't wear the hats. We've got to fit in with it, absolutely.
Hair down as well.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We get the hair down as well.
Oh, we're doing it all. Come on.
That's the main thing.
But we were chatting yesterday about gig venues, because obviously we play Whistle Binkies.
Yeah, you've got Bannerman's down the road,
Yeah. Well, that's what we heard about. We heard about Bannerman's and...
it's down Banshee's Labyrinth.
Yeah, Banshee's Labyrinth. I wanted to check it out, but we didn't have time. But
some good rock bands, metal bands. We always pick them quite well, Bannerman's.
Yeah, that's what I really like. We were chatting to this guy at a bar yesterday. He was saying about how, again, the sort of the crowds that you get. So Whistle Binkies always got gigs on. The guy that put us on there as well, fantastic, real happy with it. We've travelled from Hull to come to it, and so it was just real nice. And he was an absolute legend. He treated us real nicely, didn't he, as well? It was just real sound.
Yeah, respected, weren't they?
And then Bannerman's we were hearing about as well. So if we come back up, we'd like to hit that place again, possibly Whistle Binkies again as well, which would be quite nice.
Yeah. It's very nice,
100%. I mean, back in Hull we got Adelphi, haven't we?
Yeah. So we were Saturday night.
Yeah. We had Bard Fest, which was a rock and metal festival in Hull. It was the first one yesterday. So I run a promotions thing called Dust and Glass. Okay. And we started that yesterday, and then we had a couple of bands from out of town as well come down. So we had a band from Cumbria called Melophobia, who were fantastic. And we had a band called Scrike from Manchester as well.
Really good transfer to these bands.
Oh, 100%, yeah. We were saying about how we're coming up to Edinburgh the next day, because they all went out the night before, and we were like, we can't join you. We've just got to wake up at 6 in the morning to start getting ready. But it was a banging day. We had Culture Clash, we had Bugfacer and Battalions and Rambling Sam as well.
Battalions, I've heard of them.
Oh, Battalions, yeah. So they were headlining. They're mega. They had two orange stacks.
It was quite nice. It
was a setup. Yeah, the tone was insane. It was fantastic. And then we came up and we were just excited. We were knackered, but we were excited all day yesterday, weren't we? Yeah. And we just want to, it's all about networking. So from Bard Fest yesterday, we had spoke to Scrike saying, have you got any gigs in Manchester that you could set us up with? And instantly they fired back, and we got one now, haven't we? When's the date of it? It's on the bank holiday, I think.
It's 5th of April, isn't it?
5th, yeah.
5th, yeah.
Yeah, so
Sunday,
Sunday 5th of April will be hitting Manchester at Fuel Cafe,
Nice one.
And that's going to be our first Manchester gig as well, so...
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been nice.
We need to probably do our checks again, because we just got straight in. I'm hoping to actually real quick, because I'm recording just to be sure. I hope we've not missed stuff. I haven't kept that yet.
Beautiful.
Because could have not had that in there.
We've done that before.
Yeah, I'm going to realise I'll come up there and we've not got the video.
Yeah.
One of these days it's going to catch me out.
100%.
So we do our checks, hats are off, face down, lights are on, cams are on. Dead and Brew in the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Following Hall.
Yeah, so...
episode 137, I think we're on.
Oh, banging.
Sweet, nice.
Yeah.
Getting through a lot of them.
It's nice to see that just constant, bands that are coming on, giving them the platform,
this is what I'm doing pretty much, this podcast, this brings a band on.
It's real nice, I think it's just the next step for bands as well to get out there, because everything's now a media world, It's just nice that there's a platform to be like, right, come on, we'll get you on a podcast. You can do a gig round here, tell us about what you got going on, and that's just perfect. Everything's social media now,
Very much, so it's Because I know, just to say, get loads of bands that come back to Edinburgh, play gigs, get the podcast done between there as well. There's time for it, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's just we want to travel as much as possible.
Yeah.
So like coming here is the farthest we've ever gone. Before that, I mean, what was it? York. Like.
Yeah, both an hour.
Yeah. So we'd only like just gone.
No, Bridlington's a bit further, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all Yorkshire based, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like coming from Hull, like yeah, we went to York, went to Bridlington, which were fantastic venues by the way. But obviously for us, we just wanted a bit more like out there.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to come back to the venues. I mean, Fulford Arms is fantastic.
It's your first time in Scotland then?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's dope.
And we felt like proper intruders when we were doing this battle of the bands yesterday.
Was it Whistle Winkies you were playing last night, I believe?
Yeah, Whistle Winkies and just the rest of the bands.
Couple bands on that pew.
Yeah, from Edinburgh, from Fife, Glasgow. There was a couple of members from, and we just turned up and we went, oh shit. This is
Manchester London bands, eh?
Yeah, I just felt like, oh no, like we're proper.
Everyone point out the English people.
Yeah, out of towners, you know.
Tinies and that.
Yeah, it was nice though. Like everyone was so. That's what I noticed about Edinburgh. Everyone's so sound.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Just
very loving.
Yeah, real welcoming as a city, you know, and that's perfect.
We get loads of metal bands and rock bands that come up to Edinburgh, so.
Yeah, I mean we've seen so many alternative people, haven't we? Like, in comparison to back home, like just battle jackets everywhere. It's banging. And we went to Damage Society, didn't we? And like,
we did.
We needed to buy a t-shirt.
I didn't buy because I had a
Damage Society.
I was rushing about, forgot to pack my t-shirt, so yeah, ended up in there. And it was better than the one back up.
Yeah.
I thought it was better than the one back up.
We're just here to slag them off home, aren't we?
Yeah. We do awful, by the way.
Yeah. But this year we shouldn't be saying that. Yeah.
There was more diversity, wasn't there? Like, and there was just even just in the little shopping centre where we were at. It was the one next to it was in the train station.
Yeah,
I think.
Waverley Mall it's called.
Yes, that's
so
it.
the tiny little key mall. It's just showing there.
It was perfect. Like, literally everyone that was walking past, you know, they had like either like a band shirt on or
they have
some
a
sort
Vickers
of
shop there as well, don't they? They have Avalanche Vickers. There's another shop in there, so that's probably why they've got a lot of
yeah, we popped in there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Fucking massive. Yeah.
They do have a lot of alternative shops, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
Well, we used to have more of them like back in the day. You know, we had a lot more shops like that, but I think a lot of them were just shut down. You know.
Yeah, and that's a shame. Like, because again, there used to be tons like there used to be like a HMV in Hull, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still there. There used to be like loads more like little music shops and whatever.
Yeah, we've got HMV here as well in Edinburgh, just the one on Princess Street.
Yeah, and like so I grew up a bit of time in Doncaster and Scunthorpe between them.
Oh yeah.
And there was tons of stuff there as well, like loads of music shops. There was in Doncaster. There was a place called Electro Music.
Oh right.
Yeah.
To them.
And it was fucking great. It was so good. But they were family run from like I'm sure it was like the 70s, you know. And they had everything. It was just like guitar heaven. Like, yeah, that scene in Tenacious D when they walk up the stairs and they see all like the guitars of their heroes. It was like that. Like you just walk in and you're just like, whoa. And yeah, they were awesome. And that's where I bought my SG bass. That's where I got that from. And my combo amp, and all my favourite plectrums I got from there. And then they shut down just because people weren't going out, you know, which is a real shame. Yeah. With guitar shopping as well, it's like you've got to get a feel for it if you're going to buy a guitar.
I refuse to buy one online.
Yeah.
Anytime I buy one, it just can't be done.
I've heard horror stories of people getting shipped over and they just come in like little horrible cardboard boxes with like someone's like thrown bubble wrap at it and it's just coming the neck's snapped. Oh, like it's all like wonky because of humidity as well. Like it's just,
I've only done it one time. It's when I bought my daddy's guitar for his 50th. But I got him PRS.
Oh, beautiful.
They're normally all pretty much built the same anyway. So I knew I could trust it, but the box was a bit mangled.
Yeah.
My arse did fall out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
PRS as well, like.
Yeah.
it's not cheap, is it? Like,
Yeah.
No.
And that's the thing with any of this stuff. It's real funny because none of it's cheap. When we were putting on Bard Fest at the Adelphi, we wanted to make sure that key thing is every band gets paid. Absolutely every band gets paid because we know promoters in Hull that we've played for or that other bands, friends of ours have played for, not been paid.
Yeah, exposure.
Yeah, and it's just like it's just criminal. Like you're paying us for our art, you know, you're paying us for the time that we put into this, and you know, stuff like this, travelling. I mean, stuff like the opportunities we had today. We wanted to do this more than anything, so we've come up to just competition. We're not expecting to be paid. We play to get paid in the sense of if we win, you know. But just coming to Edinburgh was an amazing experience for us.
Yeah.
So for that, we're not bothered. With Bard's Fest, we waived our fee because we wanted to make sure the other bands, especially the travelling bands, like I say, Strike from Manchester, Melophobia from Cumbria, like they wanted to make sure they get paid for travelling, you know.
Yeah.
And then we had a photographer on as well. And just talking about gear, like photography, like our one, shout out Matthew Booth. They were saying about their gear costing a couple grand in total when they're walking around, and you know, saw him just running out of the pits, moving side to side, just like trying to dodge it so the camera doesn't get broken. I mean, I was at a gig in Polar Bear one time when I was at uni, and it wasn't even that heavy of a band that was on, but I was real bored and drunk. And me and a few others had started a little bit of a mosh pit, not like a crowd killing one, just a bit of a shuffling side to side, knocking around a little bit to the music.
Yeah.
But obviously you've got to be respectful of everyone around you. But other people joined in and it just started growing. And as it was all coming back, because I mean it's not a huge place, but it's got a nice sort of crowd area. It's all standing, there's no seating, you know.
So favorite small place Hull was.
Yeah. Hull's pretty small, so it's just full of independents, you know.
Don't know any bands there from Hull, so you might be the first Hull band to be on the podcast.
Oh no way, that's pretty banging.
Yeah, when you get more bands from that neck of woods.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, like when we're in Polar Bear and stuff, like it's the music scene in Hull. It's built on its own. It's been going for ages, and it's fantastic. It's a hidden gem, you know.
It's like Polar Bear, as you're saying, is that like one of the sort of rock metal bands? And
no, there's. I'd say there's O'Reilly's, which is a rock and metal venue, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
And they only really do rock and metal. With various other acts like cabaret acts they do on the sides as well, but all alternative based. Dive is fairly alternative.
Yeah.
It's got a big Motorhead flag up, you know, which is
It's like a bit more of a punk scene as well, isn't it? Dive, I think.
Yeah.
For that,
Hull's massive for its punk, its post-punk stuff, and like other than that, Polar Bear's more indie, you know.
Very much.
It's like the Sneaky Pete's of Hull, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
like
we call it here. We've got Sneaky Pete's as the kind of indie.
I've heard of Sneaky Pete's, to be fair, because I
Yeah,
think a couple of our
right.
friends have played it, you know. Because the music scene in Hull, like I say, it's very intertwined. It's the biggest village in the world. Everyone knows everyone down there. Like, we were walking last night after we'd played the gig, just finding a little takeaway. And obviously the best way to find a takeaway is you go to a pub and you ask the person behind the bar what's the best takeaway, because they know everything, you know.
It's probably the one in near the High Street.
Well, I can't remember what it was called. Pepe's?
It was called.
Yeah, so we went there because it was just near our hotel, and we were just asking where's, because a few of us were closed, a bit late, and it started snowing out of nowhere as well, so we were just walking around in like blistering cold going on, and we looked haggard, and we go into this takeaway and stuff, but before that, when we asked the woman at the bar, she just went, "Where are you guys from?" And we went, "Hull." She went, "No way, I'm from Hull." We went, "Oh, fucking Jesus."
It turned out she went to the same school as me.
Yeah. And she's only like a year below or something. And I was like, wow, that's insane. Like, what a small world. You know?
So she was from Hull then, guessing that there.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, Hull's like the biggest village. It's just everyone knows everyone.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
It's crazy, but it's great for that as well, because stuff like networking is a very simple and easy thing to do in Hull, I think, you know, and it's real nice. Whereas in the last couple of years, we've learned to try and branch out. So we're used to that comfortable sort of like
sitting in the same
village thing, yeah.
But then it's good for bands, you know, like our bands are touring and play out venues and stuff.
And for like rock music and stuff,
Yeah.
you've got a network because just the scene isn't as popular anymore.
No, it's very clicky, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to be at right place, right time in Hull to get like a decent rock gig.
Yeah, 100%.
Or, like you said, sort it out yourself.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now. We just thought if because there's not necessarily to my knowledge so far, there's not a specifically based rock and metal promoter in Hull that does the genres that we're after.
Yeah.
A lot of it's a lot heavier than we are, which we love because we love them gigs as well.
Like
but
thrash death metal kind of stuff.
it's more like hardcore, metalcore, grindcore kind of stuff, and you know, love the gigs because I mean, like I say, Battalions are on that sludge party scene, you know, themselves. But just for stuff that we do personally, you know, we're very like 80s inspired hard rock. You could call it a bit hair metal. Yeah, and it's harder for us to find gigs because it's quite a niche.
Yeah, it's quite a niche thing now.
100%.
I mean, we've got a few bands up here, like Midnight Force and that. They play something in the Oban and Seven Sisters and stuff like that. You know those bands.
Yeah. Well, we haven't heard of them, but we'll definitely check them out because, like I say, for gig swaps.
Have to learn some Scottish bands.
Yeah.
Party Cannon.
Yeah.
Maybe Party Cannon.
Oh, Party Cannon.
Yeah. I got Goblin Smoker lighting up on today, but you know those guys, Goblin Smoker?
No.
Check them out. Doom metal band.
Oh, I love
They've
doing
got Durham, so they're not far from your neck of the woods.
Yeah. Oh, that's great though. Like doom metal again, I love it. Like my friend Chunk, I got a lot of inspiration from him because he used to run like the underground doom metal scene in Manchester quite a bit.
We've got a few bands up here that do as well. We've got Metal Messiah. We've got Robot Death Monkey.
Death Monkey, that's a great name.
Robot
Death Monkey.
Yeah, check them out.
That's even better.
We need to get like a Scotland playlist sorted for road trips.
Hollywood as well. Serpent. I could just name drop all these like Scottish metal. I've had so many on this podcast, so.
There was there's a band that got in contact with my promotions page that I was meaning to put on. I messaged them back. We were trying to sort something. It's 6 feet under or
6 feet science line, 6 something science.
Oh, it'll come to me later on, but
I'm kind of the band.
But they're fantastic. They were like I think we're fairly death metal kind of stuff, but it'll come to me in a bit. But it's nice to see that even
6 year science maybe.
Oh, that rings a bell. Yeah.
Maybe those guys are Glasgow band, so.
Yes.
They'll come on.
That's them.
That's the band I'm thinking.
Yeah, and
shout out to them as well.
Yeah, 100% 6 year silence. Yeah, they're fantastic. I was checking them out, so we're gonna hopefully get them to Hull, get them for a gig, and like I say, we base ourselves mainly at the Adelphi, I suppose now.
Pretty much.
And the new Adelphi club has been going since the 80s, and it won Grassroot's Venue of the Year either last year or the year before, and it's won it a couple of times previous. Like it's a fantastic place where you've had huge band names like, you know, Green Day once slept on the stage, didn't they? Because they couldn't afford a hotel. You know, and that was like back in the late 80s. And Paul Jackson, the legend that owns it, he used to put on some fantastic gigs. Like, and he's met everyone, you know, and he's so humble about it. Like he just, he could be out there saying I've done this, I've known these guys, and he'll just casually name drop, going, oh yeah, Jarvis Cocker's in my phone numbers like this. You know, just like what? Like, and Fatboy Slim, like you could just ring him up any other time and just like, oh, don't suppose you fancy like a 9 o'clock slot, you know, it's just mad, like.
Well, it's like they did stuff back in the day and stuff like that, it was a lot easier for bands to play.
And if you just, I think even now as well, people need to strip it back a little bit. I mean, I'd like to see a little bit less of the social media scene, sort of like TikTok trend kind of thing.
Because it seems like we're always staying at the venues all the time, aren't we? Most of the bands up in Edinburgh, for example, in Scotland, the fairly central, but New Zealand or Glasgow is kind of like the go-to venues. You
feel like you've got to be a bit of a...
Dundee as well.
Yeah, you've got to be a bit of a content creator, people, sometimes. But yeah, if people are actually like caring a little bit and sort of like, travelling and swapping, networking, that's how it should be, word of mouth, sort of,
This maybe the cost of maybe getting down to these places, maybe the only thing that's maybe causing it to be a bit low key for them not to travel, but...
Yeah, 100%. I mean, for us, we were looking at like hiring a band and stuff, but we realised that there is a point where you are just spending a lot of money for, you know, and in a sort of realistic world, like for a free gig, it's hard. But because we wanted to play it so much, we're like, okay, we'll get a hotel, we'll drive up. I mean, I got the train myself, so like it's just we wanted to do it that bad, so it was completely worth it. I had an amazing time.
I think it was like a good proof of concept that we could, you know, get out there and get up to, you know, miles. It was 250 miles, I think, for us, is it? 300 miles. Like, know that we definitely can do that on quite short notice and get it sorted.
Yeah.
And, you know, if we were going any further afield, down south or up north, that
we
you know, it's
do
like it's doable for us, which was like really good to find out that we can basically go like, right, boom, get up, drive, in there, play the gig. Yeah. Basically, wasn't it? It was like quite a short time frame for everything, like yesterday.
And just getting our name out now, you know, we've got our name out at Whistle Linkies.
Even on here as well, too.
100%, because like for the Scottish scene as well, this'll
might still bands here as well on this
branch out,
So it'll be good exposure as well for some bands to listen in.
And that's why we're really excited to do this as well, because I mean the fact that it was just perfect timing, wasn't it? Like we literally got the gig, and then yourself Chris got in contact with us.
I might just messaged you, but I think it was just where your gig was announced. I think I messaged you guys, so it might have just before it was announced. Maybe I can't. Maybe it was just after. I can't remember, but I think it was around about that time. I must have seen it.
Perfect timing, pretty much. Yeah.
Guys up, so.
And we were just like, well, whilst we're up there, let's make the most of it. Going up. So it's been perfect. Getting the fact that we've done it's our first podcast. You know, something that we've always wanted to do. Like, so it's just real nice, real fun, and it's been a hell of a weekend.
It's just been such a good taste as to what it could be like. As in, like, if or when we ever get out on the road properly, like we can do it.
Keeping
but anyone can't they? Yeah. You just gotta put the grind in. And make sure you're tight. Don't matter how tired you are. You just gotta grit your teeth and perform for the crowd.
Because we're definitely feeling it last night, flagging it by the time we got on stage after all that driving, and then like, you know.
I think there was one moment during the solo actually, I actually really just felt like I really just was like,
It was in the last song, like as soon as we started it, that like my adrenaline from the first song, because I was actually quite nervous before playing, and I was just like, I didn't think I'd get nervous because I've been so excited for it. And we were just I sort of went,
because it's a new venue.
Well, that's it. It's a new venue, and it's a crowd that don't know.
Completely away from her as well.
Because the next bands last night, wasn't it? Was it VIA? Michael VIA from
VRA. They were great.
They were an indie band, like a pop punky, but I've had them on the podcast a few times, so we really might know them.
Oh yeah, well they're fantastic. We've been, since this gig had started, like, and been set up, we started checking out the rest of the bands, didn't we? VRA were one of the first ones that we actually sort of loosely got in contact with, you know, like sharing posts, tagging them and stuff, whatever, and them doing the same for us. And
we've had them on this podcast a few good amount of times as well. I think I've just had them on 3 times, you know. I've just done one quite recently with them, so.
Well, they're fantastic. I like the fact that they've got the uniform, and that's great. Like, because I like it when bands have, especially something that's more interesting. I mean, for us, I suppose our uniform's just the sort of generic rocker alternative.
Just like metal, you know, like it's like more like biker kind of.
I'd say it's definitely the route that we go down more.
Do you just Priest as well? So you like,
I love Judas Priest. So we do that, but they've got a very distinguished look, and I think that, especially just when you see a social media post or you see like you know, a picture of him in some sort of magazine or article, whatever, that stands out massively. You know? And they've got the masks as well. I like that. You know, sadly they didn't have one last night because I think they were down one member, weren't they? And so the lead singer, which was pretty phenomenal, it was his first gig playing bass and singing live.
What a job was it?
Insane. It's a big shout out to them. The bassist, he couldn't come, sadly. He was
what band was that?
VRA.
Didn't come.
And so the singer, he had to play bass and sing at the same time. and he smashed it, absolutely smashed it.
Out the park, didn't he?
Yeah. Not one note scuffed. It was perfect. Yeah, and like I say, the crowd control. That's what we were looking at.
Yeah. Sort of like split us up today, like half and half. Got one side singing one thing, one side singing the other. Yeah, it was quite nice, really.
Yeah, and then we had
Was that
Mausoleum. Mausoleum were on after us, just after we opened up, and they're fantastic as well. We were
like
saying to them,
really energetic, weren't they? I think was it five on stage as well.
5 of them,
which is, and especially I was looking at the drums, he had all them cymbals, and I was like, how'd you get them up there? Because Whistle Bingies, it wasn't a big stage, was it?
But like, he had such a good voice. Wow, insane. Their singer, fantastic. And then also the guitar tones, I kept saying to him, real nice. Like, just
heavy,
real good.
Thick.
Yeah. Real sort of like ethereal sounding sometimes as well. But like, they then start like going into chuggy, sort of getting into a breakdown bit, and then doing some like harmonics on the top of it or whatever. It was, So we were saying to them, definitely getting down to Hull for some sort of like gig swap or something. Like, And that's what it's all about. It's all about the networking, isn't it? You know.
Because that's what you need when you see bands play. This band plays with them quite more often.
Yeah.
There's a band called Hammer up here as well. It's a good metal band from Edinburgh. They're really good. They're heavy, and they've played down at Milton Keynes quite a few times. You know,
nice. Yeah.
There's Venom. There's a band called from Milton Keynes, Venom From or something. Venom From. I don't know if I'm butchering that name, but they're Venom From. I think they're very good.
Yeah.
I think they've played gigs lots. We're quite friends with them, so I think that's how things network.
100%, and like just getting out of your county is the hardest thing, I think. You know.
Yeah.
I think one of the best advice. So we did a song with legendary Hull rapper Chado Araka, and that opportunity was insane. So our latest single that came out, Bite the Hand That Bleeds, it's called. It's a sort of genre fusion of sort of heavy metal, a little bit like a sort of sludgy edge to it with the breakdown, you know. So it's like heavy metal, a little bit sludgy, and then we got some melodic vocals in the chorus, and then it's a mixture of his UK sort of style of almost grime, you know, UK rap, hip hop.
That's really cool.
And that was from Warren Records, who we're with. Big shout out to Warren Records. They do so much for us. Love them. That's like a thing in Hull for us that's set up where it's 16 to 25-year-olds. It gives them insane growth and opportunities, support, and so like they've supported us since we were about since you guys were like 19, 18, something like that.
Something like that,
And so now we're like sort of 24, 25, and you know, coming sort of almost the end of our time with them, but we've got an EP on the way with them, and like I say, they set up this collaboration for a collaboration album called Collaboration with Chado Araka, and we wrote to him for 2 days. We had 2 days to write and record a song. And so in the 2 days we just sort of got in the studio, no preset ideas, just sort of how we think we might gel, but it just very organically and naturally just flowed, and he was giving us some right advice.
It was nice and refreshing as well, wasn't it? Just to get like someone who knows what they're talking about. So like,
I mean, he's just last night he played on the Hull Council building, like on the balcony, you know, in front in Hull city centre, like right in the middle, and he's just there, just like stood on the edge, just going for it. And we're like, wow. We played with that guy, you know? And he's played like he's played Glastonbury. I think did he play Leeds Fest or something? He's
did Coldplay, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so when Coldplay came to Hull, he opened up.
That's amazing.
So we did this song with him, and whilst chatting to him, the biggest thing that I think has helped us to get to this point now, right now here in Edinburgh doing your podcast, is he said to us, he just went like, Hull's not the be all and end all, you know. For us, if you're in your city, and it's the same for bands here. If you're in your city, you think that you need to make it the biggest in your city to then level up and get out. But you can just start branching out either way, and you'll just naturally rise if you stick to it, you know. I think that for us was the biggest thing. So we were seeing bands that we were all good friends with and stuff, just like they'll start and within 6 months they've progressed further than we ever have. You know, they've either got.
Imagine like doing this podcast and they're touring around the world in about a couple of years' time. You know.
Yeah.
European tour and something, you never know what actually will happen.
Well, exactly, and it's all about just getting out there. That's and networking, and I suppose with the podcast, you've got a perfect platform for that because you're constantly getting.
I'm telling them right now because Instagram's taking a lot of the networking now for real.
Yeah, and that's perfect. We noticed it that our main platform at the minute is Instagram. That's the one that we've put a fair bit of time into.
It used to be Facebook back in the day, but then I've just gone off it.
Yes.
I'm so glad to see the end of the tunnel of that now. And
Yeah.
see that at back sides and just stick the Instagram and get so many bands on,
We've got a TikTok, but we haven't done any dances yet, have we?
No, sadly not.
It's on the cards though, I think. We'll get some Fortnite emotes on there.
Video game stuff maybe.
Yeah. We'll get some exposure through that. But for us, Instagram's perfect because you can get your pictures out there, show you.
It's very simple to use as well.
Yeah, 100%.
I think all the pictures I've pulled by bands already read on the podcasts in the past while as well. We like some of the old episodes, just snippets of that.
Yeah, well, that's perfect. And so, but just going back to that, realising to get out of Hull and like I say, networking on social media, we put a bit of effort into it this year. From sort of January, we applied to every festival under the sun.
Yeah.
Through that, we saw the ad literally just popped up. I was scrolling on the feed one day on our Dead in Blue page, and just came up. It went Battle of the Bands, Whistle Binkies.
Metal to the Masses or something as well.
Yeah, well, it was the Whistle Binkies Battle of the Bands. It just popped up, and I went, oh no way. So got on that, and then again with everything else that we've had sort of come our way, we've got. I think we're doing Scunthorpe Rock Open as well, which is a bit more obviously local to us, but that'll be coming up. I think we're on October 2nd.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Booked ourselves in, October 2nd.
Have you ever tried Metal to the Masses?
No.
You should go for that, Metal to the Masses.
Is that a competition as well?
Yeah, you've not heard of it?
I don't know if I have.
Oh, you have it's quite, they do it around the UK.
Oh right,
I
no
thought
way.
it was surprised, and so we were surprised not heard of that because we did them up in Scotland and we just had that as like a battle of the bands. So
Oh okay.
it worked out quite well, I think. If you can set Metal to the Masses, you can probably if they have one in Hull, I guess maybe you can put yourself on that.
Well, since doing so this is our first Battle of the Bands, like I say, and then we've got the Scunthorpe one coming up. It's just made us think, we should set one up in Hull,
Definitely.
It'd be fantastic just to see if we can get out of town bands.
Bands have to come down
100%.
I'll just have to name drop a lot of these bands to you from Scotland, There's plenty of bands. Catalysis are a great band as well. One of them shout to Catalysis up in Dundee. You should check them out.
Well, if they're willing to come down, then.
And Hammer would be good
Let
as
us
well.
know.
If you're definitely Hammer.
Hammer.
Just Hammer Band or Hammer Edinburgh just sets that up and it should be the band. It's a great band. The groove metal, kind of like Pantera.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Very much like that. That's what I can see. It's just got that chunky guitar, some of them they'll train the other night at fancies, so they were very good, Just getting into their songs, got some chunky riffs,
I like that. Yeah, when people can sort of it was with VRA yesterday when we were sort of moshing along to a bit. It was parts, breakdowns, real groovy bits, and we were stood at the front and we were just fucking doing it. My neck's killing now. I can't do it anymore.
My movement sort of got littler and littler as it was going on.
Yeah, we've had 2 days of headbanging on stage, and we're just we can't really move much anymore. It's just, but to all the bands that are willing to come down. Absolutely, like I say, Dust and Glass, give us a message. I'd love to set up more stuff, especially for Hull. Like we see around here, there's a lot more vibrance in the music scene. Even to something like let's say last night, our only experience playing a gig in Edinburgh in Scotland, there was a good amount of people there last night on a Sunday for a free entry gig. That's amazing. I think sometimes if you were to put on, let's say, the same thing on in Hull or surrounding areas, it's a lot harder to bring people down. I think there's a natural draw to a lot of these venues, which is it's just got a real charming environment around it.
The scene must be a bit smaller in Hull then, maybe. That's
I mean, especially the rock scene. Geez, like there's not those going for it. I'd say if you want to be a punk artist, post-punk artist, indie artist, Hull's your bag. Like you could hit up the Sesh, hit up Polar Bear, talk to promoters at the Adelphi as well, other than myself, but like you've got a fantastic promoter, Mark Sinfield, who runs I think he does the Budfest stuff, and he does Ultrafest as well. He's just put on a fantastic gig of a real eclectic mix. So he put on Chadu. This was on Friday at the Adelphi, and that was a sold out show. That was a proper sellout. So he had Chadu on, he had Wench on, who are also with Warren Records as well.
I think that's are they a Newcastle band?
No, they're Hull. They're all from Hull.
Are they?
Yeah. So Wench, they I know some of them have gone to uni. One of them might be in Newcastle now, but they're fantastic. They're a proper riot girl punk band in your face, and then you've got O Phantom as well, Dan Moyer, who runs a lot of Seth's stuff as well. He's the lead singer. It's fantastic. Like, just Mark Sinfield put on a cracking gig, and for that's a mixture of. I couldn't even. You can't really put that in one genre. That's three different genres, but it sums up Hull, I think. Whereas the rock scene, like I say, you won't find much at the minute, but stuff like Battalions, Mastiff, if you've heard of Mastiff.
Mastiff.
Yeah, so
they're a hardcore band, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mastiff is the dog kind of name.
Yes,
That's the band I'm thinking. They're quite a big band, aren't they?
Yeah, so they played some right gigs. Wow. I mean, my mate Jam, he's the guitarist in Mastiff, and they've all Hull based. They're fantastic, and for Hull, the hardcore scene's going pretty well.
It is.
There's a lot of heavier stuff now, there's a couple new promoters as well who are putting on a lot of hardcore stuff. And you see it stuff again, like Polar Bear, they run a night called the Heavy Sesh. So they do the indie stuff and sort of like punk stuff, post-punk stuff at one side, and then they sort of like the other gap is like extreme heavy sesh.
Two rooms and that or something?
No, it's just one big room, but it's just different nights. So but they're great. But it's crazy that I don't see more of a rock scene in Hull, because we've got Spiders.
Yes, it's just
I think
one big rocker scene.
So Spiders is a nightclub in Hull that's been going since 70s.
Cool.
Late 70s. So
it might as well have just been bought a Hull.
And it's the prices have stayed as low as they possibly can all the way through. So it's literally like £1.50 for a vodka Coke.
That's cheap.
It's great. I mean, it used to be £1, but they had to raise. I mean, inflation's going mad, so they had to raise it 50.
Up for all that was.
So we got Spiders, which is real well-known rock and metal club, and it was also sort of like in the 80s. It was very goth as well. So like you had a lot of the new wave and goth stuff as well. So everyone who goes, but they used to have. They still have the rule, but they used to have like a sign that said, we don't play Stone Roses, we don't play Oasis, you can't wear joggers, you can't wear trainers. But initially they didn't allow boots in there. Did you know that? At the start, you couldn't wear boots.
Really?
But now you have to wear boots.
Got boots on.
Like you've got to and so, but they're open every Saturday from like 9, half 9, whatever, cheap as hell, and it's just, they've got 3 rooms, so they've got the upstairs room, which is like 70s, sort of like almost a bit like sort of, it's anything 70s and before, and you can have a bit of Motown in there, you can have funk, so that's like sort of very more chilled out. You can have a nice little dance in there.
When you want a breather.
And then you've got the smoking area on the roof, and you just sort of like stand there and just chill out. And then you've got 2 rooms downstairs. You've got the main floor, which is the biggest room. That's a lot of your sort of more, I'd say, easier listening stuff. You've got like a bit of pop punk in there.
It's like
You've
this,
got like
I call it like the Kerrang room. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like Kerrang radio on loop basically.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like you might start the day with like you might get in there and they're playing Motorhead,
Well,
and
yeah,
then they're like
something.
Foo Fighters, and they have Tenacious D on.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And then you've got the metal room, which is like the Black Widow lounge, whatever it's called,
yeah,
which is great.
That's
It's,
what I don't mind.
yeah, it's the little cage, and it's that's where you get your hardcore, you get your thrash, you get your death, yeah, and then it's a real cool venue. And one of the mad stories, like I say, Hull is, even though the name doesn't sound that special, and when you think of it, you think of like
everyone slates
the
it.
deep, you know.
It's Hull not like a ship in Steeltown or something?
Not anymore. Not really. It used to be a trawler town. I mean, I'm not from Hull.
Yeah, kind of fishing town.
Big
yeah.
fishing.
It's like Aberdeen as well. Aberdeen's a bit of a sort of port as well, shipping port. They have like all the oil rigs that come in.
Yeah, I mean, a good friend of mine, Chris Speck, who's in the local music scene as well, he writes books based on Hull and sort of like adds his friends in his books and stuff.
It sounds like a ship, like Hull, as in the ship Hull, it's like
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, I think that's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
But he writes books about the history of it and stuff, so he's done a trawlerman sort of tale which intertwines both sort of the history of Hull quite immensely and what it was like being a 70s and 60s trawlerman, mixed with a bit like murder mystery or something like that. And he's recently done a book based on Queen's pub.
Oh really?
That we're in.
No way.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
So it's called Queen of Queens, and he's just come out and he's just added us
pretty cool.
as so we play like it says like Dead in Blue, like playing in the back lounge. And stuff, so it's like just a little slight reference, but
nice.
it's nice to be in a book. That's really
Yeah,
good.
That's amazing.
So big shout out Chris Speck, what a legend. But from that, like I say, it's the biggest village in the world. I was telling these a story that I heard from friend Rich, and he was telling me about he was in Australia in the outback, and literally just in the middle of nowhere, like just working with one of the locals. I can't remember what he was doing, but he was just sort of fixing up some car or something. I genuinely can't remember the details that well, but he was out, and this was in the sort of late 90s, early 2000s, something like that. And he's got a boombox, and there's a tape in there, and he's just playing this tape, and it's like all real good, like sort of heavy songs. I think there was stuff like Napalm Death on there. It was just like, like proper music that he was into at the time.
Yeah, you always came across stuff and stuff.
Yeah.
Cactus and all that.
Absolutely. And he was just there vibing out with this guy. And he says to me, he goes, I tell you man, like there's this club back where I'm from in Hull called Spiders. And they've got playlists like this. It's exactly what they play on like a Saturday night. This is exactly what they play.
Yeah.
And he went, and this was like an Aussie guy saying to him, what do you mean? Like Spiders? And he went, and he pulled out the tape and it said Spiders mix on there. And this guy had given it.
That was the way
and it was to the venue, And so like just that connection, he's all the way the other side of the world.
So he's staying under them right now.
Yeah. and he's getting news of Spiders. And he's like, it's just crazy the little references. Like
obviously he's been probably.
What did you say, Matt? Sorry?
He's maybe been there.
Yeah, well, he said he had a friend that gave him the mix, so they probably went to Hull and like gave him that mix, and then but it's just there's a like little circle. That's nice, you know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean you're from Hull, aren't you?
I am born and bred.
Born and bred.
East of
Yeah.
Born and bred.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an Easter. There's sort of like East versus West, and you meet in the middle, and it's just one big fight basically. Not literally, but there's a hatred there. It's massive for the rugby scene, rugby league. You've got Hull Kingston Rovers and then the Hull FC, and it's just like you're either one of them, and if you're both, that's just illegal basically.
Yeah, it's just like the Rangers versus Celtic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So like that's how bad the rivalry is.
We've got Pistons, Pats, and Edinburgh.
Yeah.
So we've got one sort of the rivals, football teams.
Oh, when you get mixed with the sports teams, it gets dangerous.
Oh yeah, it's just good atmosphere though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It gets you out top.
Yeah, and then Lincoln based, aren't you?
Yeah, so I was originally born down in London, moved up to a tiny little farming village called Tetford in Lincolnshire. Shout out anyone from Tetford who's watching this.
Yeah, you had a friend's band, didn't you?
Yeah, so I when I got into music, I went up to music college, Access to Music in Lincoln. Started in a few bands there. Obviously, everyone ended up going off, and then I met this guy. Ended up going to whole uni, met this guy at uni. And what was it, the actual starting stories you asked me how to save a file on the Google Docs or something?
Yeah, it was,
I think that
was it the Mac one?
Yeah, that was it, yeah. And then ended up, as a sort of origin story for the band, wasn't it? And then ended up doing a couple of tracks for uni.
Yeah, it was for a project, basically. We got almost forced together. And then ended up just gelling.
Yeah, and we just came back in second year and was like, oh, do you want to keep that up, see what's going on?
Yeah, because the track Feelings that we've got out, I originally wrote with a guy called, I'm going to say Josh Stevenson, and he's a jazz guitarist. So we was trying to switch between major and minor, but within one riff. Just to see how far we could go but sound cool, and we came up with Feelings, and it was actually it just worked.
Yeah.
And then he wanted his cup of tea, so
he disappeared anyway.
He completely
he moved to the bim.
He
disappeared.
He went to a completely different uni, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just thought, let's just
it's
let's
just
keep
like this
going.
was,
And we had Bob, didn't we, Bobby?
Yeah, legend.
Yeah.
Bob's he's a fantastic dude.
Shout out Bob.
Yeah, shout out Bob.
He was at the gig the other day. He's been in some fantastic bands. He's still going, and he's real supportive of the whole rock and metal scene, and that's what we like. We like people who just live it, and he lives it.
Proper.
Goes to all the festivals, goes to all the gigs. Same as Sharon as well. Shout out Sharon.
Shout out Sharon.
Legend.
She's Sharon Osbourne or that.
Oh yeah, not Sharon Osbourne. No.
Shout out to Sam. Give a shout out to Sam Osbourne because she could be wrestling.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got Sharon Regan. She's been real supportive of us since before I was in the band day one when you had Bobby. She's been a good friend of the band ever since.
She supports literally everyone she can.
Yeah.
And she'll be there.
All of the gigs that she goes to. So again, there's people who go to every gig. There's a beautiful little scene of a handful of people who support every single type of music, every single band. They'll go to every gig they possibly can.
Yeah. And
they're just addicted to it, and it's fantastic. And so Sharon as well, when she was out, she stayed pretty much all day. She was there for every single band. She didn't miss a beat, and it's just that's the support that people
that's
us.
That's what you need.
Yeah, 100%. It makes you feel good about yourself.
Support the grassroots scene. That's the main thing.
100%, and that's what it's about.
That's what I mean about up here as well. One of the gigs up in Edinburgh. I know loads of bands from Edinburgh.
Yeah.
It's a big scene. Even if everyone supports the big names, like Metallica and Slayer and all that.
Yeah.
To support bands that are local.
It's. I mean, last night we made an effort. We've got to watch every single band because if you don't watch the band, how can you expect them to watch you? So we were there and we were vibing out. And it was just.
And you paid a ticket for the gig as well.
Exactly. If you've paid a ticket for any gig, you've got to stay. You might as well watch them all because you've paid. You're wasting your own money if you don't listen to it.
I always think that when you get people pay £10 a ticket, whatever it is, and then they just stand out in smokers for 6 hours. You just do that in your back garden, you just barely hear the music.
You're paying £10 to have the vibes of a good cig, I just think, it's exactly the sort of old saying, sort of treat people how you want to be treated kind of thing. And it's the same with bands. If you want to be seen, you want to be listened to, you want to act like you feel sort of cared about and heard, then you got to do the same for other people. Even if you're not a huge fan of it doesn't matter. You just sit there, mosh, get pissed, it's fine.
Because then you will like it, whether you like.
You
probably like it when you pissing anyway.
Yeah, everything's a bit better after a beer, isn't it? But no, yeah, 100%. You got to support the grassroots. That's what it's about.
That's what I'm like. That's what I'm about as well. You know.
Yeah, that's what we noticed when we were checking out the podcast. Like, you know, you've got a whole eclectic mix of bands, you know, at different levels, and it's just
different parts of the country as well. Not just up in Scotland, but there's up here shared bands that have come and played Edinburgh, and sometimes I've been able to come on the podcast if there's time to make as well. You know, it's great to just hit them up, and do the podcast. And it's brilliant.
And that's it. And like I said at the start, it's giving that platform to grassroots bands, grassroots venues, everything like that.
Keep your wheels turning, as I say.
Letting us sort of like shout out to the people, you know, listening to the podcast about Hull, talking about that.
What listeners down there now? You know, bring some bands up from Hull to come on this podcast. That's another thing as well.
Well, that's exactly what we were saying to the venues last night as well, and people we're talking to. One about something like we've been saying all day. It's all about networking, and so like getting people here, getting people like back in Hull. It's just it's just travelling, exposure's amazing, and on the back of that, if you get paid, banging, because like for all the gigs that Dust and Glass do, you will get paid, you know, unless it's us, because we'll do it for free.
We're staff, we're working it, like
we work
it's a
we
job,
work the gigs, but like but for all the Dust and Glass gigs, all the other bands, the out of town bands, you get paid, and that's what it's about, like getting artists enough money to just cover like costs of fuel, you know, simple stuff like that. I mean, there's been tons of gigs where we haven't travelled loads, but we've maybe used 2-3 cars, you know, and just 3 cars travelling like 5 miles or something. It costs a little bit of money, you know. It's not free, you know.
It's having like one vehicle is the way to go, and everyone in
and that's
the vehicles.
crazy expensive. We were looking at vans and stuff. And
I wouldn't say it's about the money either, it's just about showing the appreciation, like you say. That, you've got I mean, cheeky plug of the wedding. We've been there, I just recently got engaged, and we've been trying to like look for photographers and stuff like that. And like their argument for charging like £3,000 is, oh, well, I've got like a £2,000 camera, and it's my time. And it's like, that's fair enough. But like people forget, like, I mean, my guitar alone costs £4,000. Your bass is probably like at least £500. Your kit's like
a grand, a bit,
£1,000, £2,000.
Yeah.
So there's nearly like 5 to 10 grand. That's not even including all the rehearsing you do.
Well, every week we've got to hire a space for rehearsals, you know, and that costs us money.
So it's just appreciation. That's like we do it for the love of the game. Don't get me wrong, and it's we do it for the people and for ourselves though, really. But just like you said, even just covering fuel, it's just like thank you very much.
Because it's like obviously people you see that half an hour, there's 6 or so songs on stage, but it's like all the time spent writing them, recording them, making sure we're all free and off work on the same day to get there, sort of thing. So there's obviously like loads, and I know venues and promoters and everything probably appreciate that, but sometimes maybe, you know, the average Joe in the crowd kind of doesn't, especially when they're like, it's a local band, that's expensive, I'm not going. And it's like, but that, you know, that 5-10 quid could mean the difference between, like you said, you know, being able to pay a band that's travelled from Manchester or not, sort of thing.
So the amount of days that these people don't realise that we've just taken off work unpaid, you know, like to go and do this because we love it so much, you know. And we're not complaining about gigs that we've played in the past because we've enjoyed every gig. Every gig's been amazing. And there's been some gigs that I'll happily say that we've been overpaid for. Like we're in the sense that we didn't deserve all that money. But like, it's been.
Shouts out Potting Shed in Beverley.
Oh yeah, fantastic. They looked after us so well. Like,
bless them.
We did not look after them. That was not the right
It was just one of the toughest gigs we had to play crowd-wise because we walked into Beverley's quite. It's a little sort of town outside of Hull. It's quite higher class than we are,
they're like the scruts and looking down on us.
So we walked into this venue to play 2 hour gig. So
there was all like sit down meal.
Because we thought there was going to be like a function or whatever upstairs, but we were like in the main dining area.
We were just like in front of everyone, and That was fine, but the crowd didn't enjoy it. There was like a little kid's birthday party on the side, and we basically did like a small sound check where we played like 2 chords. He plugged his guitar in, played 2 chords, and a woman went, "Oh my god," and walked out.
And we went, "Oh, the food, weren't they?"
Yeah, it was almost like you just shouted at a flock of birds.
Yeah. But then the last 2 songs, those are just 3 absolutely drunk dudes, and they loved it. So the last like 5 minutes of the set was amazing.
The last few songs we were playing to like 5 people right at the back, just going.
Yeah, there was That's what it's about, though.
I remember playing that, and I felt myself just go like bright red, and then just pale from I was like, oh no, because he's like, if I was sat here on the drums and there's a guy there just trying to like eat his steak or whatever, it's like it's painful. It was not the. I mean, I don't know how what they thought.
Well, no, it's one on them because they've had some real successful gigs before. Yeah. I think just the crowd not feeling it. Maybe we're a little bit too heavy for them or something. I mean, we aren't a hugely heavy band if you're into rock or metal. Like we are fairly on the softer side.
Yeah, we're like the Bon Jovi, White Snake realm of things.
Yeah, and like, but for the general sense of music, we are heavy, and so
definitely.
And so for them, absolute props to them because they paid us greatly as well for that. They paid us an amazing amount for bringing all of our own backline. Rehearsing a 2-hour set that we'd never done before and haven't done since. Thank God. So yeah.
Oh no, we did do it at Highway actually. The Highway.
I played that gig. That was amazing.
That was with Bob. But
that was a pub crowd though, wasn't it? It wasn't like a sit down restaurant. They paid us £300 and we cleared out their restaurant basically. It made everyone go.
They paid us £300 to just sort of make people leave. It was pretty nice.
When you say it like that, you're not really selling the band, but
no,
you'll have to just listen to us and find out.
That was 2 years ago. We've changed.
We've got a hell of a lot of
But shouts to them for again paying bands properly, understanding what it's about. Just appreciation. Even if the gig doesn't go well, you can't withhold the money. If you promise someone some money, I mean, when I've looked at putting on gigs, I've thought in my head of promising someone some money, but it's unrealistic, and I think I want to pay you that much, but I don't know if I physically can. Unless I'm digging into my own pocket. And I ain't got loads of money at all. So you've got to be realistic, but also make sure that you pay them what you promised them, And that's, it's been hard to sort of learn the business side of things recently. That's something that we've definitely got into. I mean, we've got merch, so we've been looking at merch and sort of going down the right avenue of what's the profit sort of margins of it. So we've got some t-shirts, we've got some more t-shirts coming out, we've got some stickers coming soon. We're looking at getting some patches as well. We'll be setting up a website soon where you can order it all as well, so make to order. So that'll be out. Check out. I'm sure it's called www.deadinblue or something. So when that's out, check it out. It'll be on our Instagram page. But just looking at ways to set up merch, make a bit of money on our own backs, because that's the main way that you'll sort of make your fuel money back, make your hotel money back or whatever. It's all merch really, and that's the biggest thing. That's the best way you can support them. Bring cash. Cash is king.
That's the way to go.
100%. It's all gigs. If
this a bit easy.
If you want to support a band properly, bring cash. Buy the merch if you like it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But just say.
Just give us the money anyway.
Here's a tip.
For the tickets and the gigs and that.
100%. I mean, because a lot of the tickets, you won't see much of the ticket money. It's either getting taxed if it's bought pre-ordered or whatever. If it's bought on the door with cash, you're a legend. Absolute legend.
It just depends if it's not sold out and stuff.
Depends how much the promoters
take. Just paying the door as the actual option. That's
but it's hard as well, because if like Barbed Fest, when we were running that, we'd pre-sold about 30 tickets, I think, and I needed to make.
Because the thing is, if they don't sell the tickets, they have to cancel the gig or something.
Well, exactly. So you have to know how much pre-sale tickets you've got. But people don't want to buy tickets in advance anymore as much, So it's a very risky game now. It's a nice gamble, but you do it because you love it. It's not like I say, it's not about the money. For us, it's nice to be paid. And we expect to be paid now at this level where even every gig you know, that's one of the things. But for special gigs and big opportunities that we see higher up, you know, so like this opportunity to come to Scotland, insane. We'd do that all over again for free. 100%.
It would be good if you guys come back up here again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can hope it'd be good to see you guys live as well. It'd be great.
It'd be nice to play Whistle Binkies. Nice.
Bannermans.
And yeah, I was about to say, nice to play Bannermans as well. That's where we'd like to go.
Bannermans would get you on the heartbeat, I think.
If we can get back later on this year, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, get back sort of November time. That'd be nice. October
as well. Some Scottish bands as well.
Yeah. Well, network more. That's it. If we can get back on a nice little weekend later on in the year, that's all we need really. You know, that'd be perfect for us. Just be nice. And we can plan ahead more and actually have more of a weekend of it this time. Yeah. It'd be nice. But yeah, it's been fantastic.
Great experience.
Yeah, definitely 100%, like through and through.
Yeah.
Even just from the drive up.
Just just
having like the little like bandwagon road trip and then
anyway, that road trip.
And obviously just getting to the venue. Like I think it was a great turnout for sort of out of towners, proper out of towners as well. Different country, international band now.
And the audience reaction as well. We've got people cheering us, people applauding us, and that's as a first band as well that are from out of town to play and open up a night on a Sunday. That was a really nice experience.
Yeah.
That was to get the atmosphere and the feedback that we did. We had people coming up to us saying really enjoyed it and stuff. And that's all we need. You know, that's really nice. Just to have that gratification, And I think we were talking about we've got merch. Come see us after the show if you like it. We've got an EP coming out that we need to plug. We've got an EP coming out next summer. Just sort of getting that, and then someone applauded that. Like we had a couple of people clapping just after I spoke, and that's never happened before. So the environment of the gig was fantastic. The crowd was lovely,
and also shout out the sound guy there because that sounded mint.
It was Nico, wasn't it?
Yeah, was that
it? Yeah. Oh, what a legend! Yeah. Like we've never had such a quick sound tech.
It mixed the monitors before we even got on.
Yeah, didn't have to say anything.
We set up the drums and then we just played basically. That was it. It was like 2 minutes. And everything was perfect.
He didn't have a go at me. I'm a lefty drummer. He didn't have a go at me.
He was kind.
Every venue I've been to, they're like, "Oh, you're left-handed drummer."
Yeah.
Let me change everything. And he was just like, "Oh my god, done." And then so that's definitely I think that's the quickest sound check.
Yeah.
We've ever had.
Yeah, but no, it's been amazing, and we'd love to come back. So when we come back as well, get us back on the podcast if we're available.
We should do a follow-up episode.
100%, yeah. And we'll.
That's what we'll plan to do. We'll try and get bands to come back on this podcast again.
We'll have the EP out by then. We'll have more stuff to plug. We'll have more merch.
Maybe another EP.
Hopefully more good bands coming on the way as well after the guys as well.
100%, yeah.
For the second episode, that'll be good.
Yeah, it's been great fun. Thank you for having us on today.
So we give a wee quick introduce what your role in the band is, because I don't think we even did that.
We got straight into it.
I'm George. I'm the bassist, and that's it.
Yeah. I'm Fraser, and I'm the drummer, left-handed drummer as well.
Yeah.
Shout out left-handed.
I'm Josh. I'm the guitarist / singer.
He's the lead guitarist, he's the rhythm guitarist.
And of course, Chris was the That's Up Here Down podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Episode 138, I think, I think that's the episode.
Oh yeah.
The stuff that's up, I guess. It's that one, but.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
It's been good, guys. Just before
next one.
Just before we bring it off completely, thanks again for listening to That's Up Here Down podcast, episode 138 with Dead and Brew. It's a blue band. That's why it's called Blue.
Blue, But Dead and Blue, thank you.
Yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram at the Hats Up Here Down podcast, and subscribe to YouTube as well.
Yeah.
That's about it. And
check it out on Spotify and Instagram, Dead and Blue band.
Social media links as well. Don't want to forget that as well.
Oh yeah, I have all the links, absolutely.
Spotify, Bandcamp, all that.
No, thank you.
It's been a real pleasure, guys. Everyone's got their boots on today as well. It's a cool trip to do.
Hats off, hair down, boots on. That's
I never thought that. I've got my Vans right now.
Oh, nice.
And you've got Vans as well.
Yeah, repping the Vans.
Yeah, get with that.
Apparently I need longer jeans as well.
Yeah. So do I. Got them pirate jeans on.
Yeah, we drip Preston real quick.
You are?
And we drip Preston just before we round it off. I got the Goblin Smoker shirt on.
This is from God Machine.
It reminds me of this, one of the Slayer shirts actually. They had a Slayer shirt similar to that. You know,
Yeah.
the Slayer logo, but it's got that kind of goblin kind of thing.
This is the sort of like,
Oh, it's got
it's like a doom wizard from God Machine.
That's
just a
it.
clothing brand, yeah.
And I see the Metallica shirt, the good old
Yeah,
Metallica white
just
line.
the Master of Puppets.
Master of the Puppets. Brilliant.
This was the panic buy from.
Yeah. I need a shirt.
And then
This is just a white tee for an H&M, but I realised I got a Deftones shirt from Damage yesterday and I'm going to put it on this morning.
yeah.
So, yeah.
It sat right first, he went, I'm ready.
Yeah, just went back up. Yeah, I meant to put my Deftones tee on, but yeah. Shout out Deftones.
Yeah.
Which I'm not there,
Are they?
Yeah, the hindsight amplifier.
Oh, to be fair, we were looking at tickets, me and my partner, she's a huge fan, and we sadly couldn't afford it. But yeah, absolutely.
Let's do some restaurants.
Absolutely, man.
Boom.
Beautiful.
Boom. Well, it's been good to get you guys on. I'll just have to walk off the camera and then rewind this as a recording. That's one thing I'm going to have to say.
Yeah.
We've lost the video. No, we've not lost the video, thankfully. I'm just going to say signing off now.